All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts Volume 8, Death Battle.
Wow.
Mehcast Reacts Death Battle Volume 8. Unfortunately, I have to leave, but I'm going to be keeping up on my phone and possibly chiming in, but I am not actually I won't be able to because I have to be connected on Discord. So, yeah. So, this is going to be fun. I'll see y'all in a couple of in a while. I'll bye.
I guess we're. Hopefully his recording equipment
I am
here.
going to be recording while I'm gone. Assuming that nothing
Okay, before
fucks up in my hard drive is okay. I got plenty of space on my hard drive. We're good.
Okay, but just a question. So it won't turn off if I exit the same thing. Oh wait, no, I can change. Hang on, let me test this out. I can change windows.
No.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I can just do that. I don't have to turn it off. Perfect.
Well, regardless of that, I always just left it on there and never clicked on close stream anyways. So yeah. Anyways,
Fair enough.
I will see y'all in a bit. I have to go check on something. I'll be gone for almost probably about an hour, and I'll be probably back towards the end of when we need to be recording this episode.
Right.
But
right.
Yeah.
You're good. Take your time. We'll start this.
Yeah, don't say anything that'll get the channel banned because I don't check these before I upload them.
Beep! Oh, the banned. We're all banned now. I said the no word.
What can you do?
All right, are we ready to start the episode? I'm gonna start the episode. Ah, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You guys, if you guys say anything naughty, I'll kill you. Well, I won't know, but don't say it anyways.
Assume Aquaman's a good matchup though.
Namor
it is. Right back.
Like Aquaman.
Fucking better than fucking Aquaman versus that sponge.
The first mutant and also King of Atlantis.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
the armor and skills to find out who would win a shirtless death battle. Oh, sorry, Aquaman's not shirtless, but you never know.
No, neither Namor. Well, Namor is shirtless, but Aquaman isn't in this battle.
All they want to do is try to kill you. I guess Tom Curry got to be one of the lucky ones, if you know what I mean.
After a chance meeting, Tom was left to father Arthur, the son of a mysterious sea.
Though she thinks she was knocked up by a fish Jesus wizard, it's not important. Comics are weird.
It really isn't.
Arthur learned to hone his aquatic powers from a very young age. When Arthur was just 2 years old, poor Tom thought he had drowned when he was actually just playing with some fish while breathing underwater.
Tom trained Arthur to master his powers until eventually his mother showed up with a heavy dose of truth.
I'm back. I need to DM Alex not to reconnect back.
I wish there were more stories about parents coming back.
Them chops though.
And so, Arthur would decide.
By the way, that's from the DC AMU movie, Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Actually, a pretty good one.
The king, the superhero, Aquaman.
Alright, I sent Alex DM. If he joins back via his phone, it will not record any of this.
Well, think again. He's super strong, super fast, and can chill deep underwater for as long as he wants.
So yeah, this is gonna be the first episode about Alex. This is going to be weird.
He dominates their brains and forces them to bend to his will.
Only if he has to.
So I got a question. When did you guys first heard of Aquaman?
I watched Super Friends.
I read the comics.
My first exposure was Super Friends.
Oh come on, the hook was awesome.
The hand was pretty cool. It was robot checking, but like everyone got Aquaman was pretty cool about later.
Through the clear,
Justice League made Aquaman into a total Giga Chad.
Even become capable of breaking Green Lantern.
Yeah,
I can't hear you, Alex.
Also, Arthur's powers are not limited.
He's not
to
talking.
Aquamarine life.
Why is his thing going off?
Background, I guess. It's something's happening in the background.
You're telling me he can mess with my brain too? Oh, get my hat, Wiz, the shiny one.
Well, he has difficulty dominating more intelligent life. His octopus friend Topo is one such example of a being he cannot control.
What's so impressive about that?
Where's the surf warrior?
Got it. And for humanoids, what Aquaman can generally do is cause a headache.
Alright, welcome back, Seamus. What was your first exposure to Aquaman, Seamus?
That is a very, very good question. I actually cannot remember.
Mine was Super Friends.
I don't know if mine was Super Friends or not. I can't remember for sure. Because there might have been through Cartoon Network reruns, as you know.
Fair.
I was born the same year Cartoon Network aired, so I mean I don't know for sure. 1992, yeah.
Oh, Seamus, you should see the Justice League version of Aquaman. He's
why
fucking
is he treating like the Trident like it's a freaking like, you know, what were they called, the shake weights?
I'm going to Disney World.
Earth manipulation, and more. Aquaman's trident was a perfect symbol to prove himself.
No, not Justice League. Never.
To be fair, this was before Zack Snyder's Justice League, I think.
They had so much reference from the Aquaman movie they could use.
The Symphony of the Seas, which weighs an incredible 228,000 tons.
He's fast enough
I hear you
to keep up
typing,
with
Seamus.
Wonder Woman and swim around the whole planet in just an afternoon.
Defeated Hercules.
And he even
Okay,
fought the
damn.
ancient dead king of Atlantis.
Yep,
Atlan.
and he's beaten
This
Wonder
guy
Woman
was so
before.
strong, he sank
Yep.
Atlantis centuries ago with one blow from his scepter.
Aquaman who can
And
move at
Aquaman held
Wonder Woman
back
who
her
can
army
move at
the
auto
same attack
seconds.
with his bare hands.
While there's no official size for DC's Atlantis, it is officially considered a continent. Therefore, it has to have a greater landmass than Greenland, the largest island in the world. This means Atlantis must consist of more than 836,000 square miles. To sink or destroy it, Atlan must have been outputting potential energy averaging more than 155 trillion
That's
tons
fucking
of
absurd.
TNT.
Yeah.
Everyone's always making fun of Aquaman, but he's pretty badass.
Well, he does have one rather lame weakness. He's essentially fueled by water. If he's away from water for too long, he'll start to dry out, lose his powers, and eventually die.
Lame.
And he's absorbent.
I can hear myself through Yami, so can I?
No, I can't.
Not
Excuse me.
SpongeBob. Moving on.
Well,
Oh, they were
Hilarious
everything.
irony.
SpongeBob. Oh wait, did they just did they foreshadow SpongeBob versus Aquaman this
Unintentionally.
Aquaman is always
Wow.
My name is Death Battle.
He may seem strange.
That's pretty
and silly,
funny, I'll
but
admit.
He truly is a worthy king of Atlantis.
Tell the surface dwellers to
Oh, and in
respect
this, in
sovereignty
Superman the
of our
Animated
seas.
Series, he's voiced by
We'll
Miguel
return and
Ferrer.
finish what we've started.
Here's Namor.
We all know this.
Funnily
he's
enough,
got- Namor actually predates Aquaman.
Yes, he does.
He does, yeah. Even before Marvel like stuff the back in the day, yeah.
He's also more of a cunt.
Yep,
Yeah, Namor's an
he's a
asshole.
jackass. He's a dick.
Namor is a
Oh,
fucking.
man,
He's a
man,
dick.
man,
Look at
man,
that
man,
face. That face is
man,
evil.
Even so, from what I heard, they did him dirty in the new movie. Is that right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made him like Mayan or something like
They
that.
made him a villain in the new one. Yeah, I thought you
Yeah,
said they
he-
did him.
Okay. In fairness, Namor was like a villain in his comics too, so that's not that far of a
He
stretch.
started out as a bad guy.
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah.
far of a
Started out
stretch.
He started off as a bad guy and ended as a bad guy.
Yeah, no, so that's not out of character for him, you know?
No, I'm not saying that the movie's bad because they make him a bad guy. They just do him horribly regardless.
He's got superhuman strength. Speed
It's a good
and
thing I
durability.
have never watched the first one, and I don't care about Marvel's modern output. If they
I'm
don't
just-
involve
I'm just-
certain web slingers or like
Every time I look at the new Black Panther, I just want to say, every time I look at the new Black Panther, I just think, man, I wish Chadwick was still around.
I mean, okay, the whole I will admit the first trailer with like the orchestrated version of that like pop song, I forgot what it was called again, was really good. But it almost, I mean, but the more I saw the movie, the less interesting it looked after that first trailer.
Really? You're gonna
The
punch
first-
the Human Torch?
I always thought those were like little rudders.
I will say, the first movie is really good, but it kind of falls flat in its third act. The second movie is not important whatsoever. It is the least important movie you could watch.
Then why did you watch it?
I didn't. Alex
Oh,
saw it.
the plot twist.
Yeah.
You didn't watch
Alex saw it. I'm just
Alex
describing what
and
he said.
Gizmo?
Yeah, Alex and Gizmo. Gizmo, what do you have to say?
What?
Wait,
Wait,
wait.
No.
That is not the Neptune I know. I'm sorry, that is inaccurate canon. I'm sorry. You can't say you
That's Marvel Neptune. Sorry, man.
Shut up, man. It's canon to me. She's 4 billion years old. You can't tell me.
Wait, you can't add in that one. Look at that ponytail.
Okay, so Gizmo, do you agree that the movie was unimportant of Wakanda Forever?
Movie was what?
Unimportant to the grand scheme.
Altogether, kinda, yeah.
See, Seamus, it's not just Alex.
Okay, I mean, but you don't. Okay, he's got a first-hand experience. You didn't even watch the movie, so give him more credit.
I'm not paying money for this movie.
It looks boring. It looks boring as hell.
If anything, if you do watch it, try not to overanalyze everything, which you will at first because it's a fucking Marvel movie.
I've never even seen the first movie, so I wouldn't be.
I'm saying that if at worst, it's a popcorn flick. Like,
it's fine. Some Marvel films are popcorn flicks, and we accepted them just fine.
Okay, these are my panties from Atlantis.
Okay, that was funny.
And why didn't they get him to be in the new Black Panther movie?
Man, you would have been great.
Apparently, his bouts of anger stem from a strange bipolar defect.
Instead, they got some guy who thinks an entire country doesn't exist.
Again, once again, Ben, actor from artist. That again, you have to keep that in mind.
I know, but it's hard to do with modern Marvel movies nowadays.
You cannot just put that into Marvel's box. It's an all-encompassing term. Because I'm sure DC has had some questionable actors too. You can't just have some bias against them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Marvel absolutely does. Amber Heard, for example.
You're showing your bias again. What did I just say?
I'm just making your point.
I'm saying that you're.
At the end of the day, as long as there's water in him,
look at that Chad.
King of his people and a terrifying opponent.
That's gotta hurt.
Oh, that's right. He
was Namor as a Chad, man. Look at that.
He had a stalker's love with the Invisible Woman. How could I forget?
Right.
Yeah, that's ponytail though.
Here comes the fight. Here comes the fight.
Run the data through all
possibilities.
I don't remember this fight. This is the first episode of Death Battle to remove the fight at the beginning of the.
Yeah.
By the way, this is. I think this is like the third time KG Tang has voiced a character in Death Battle.
Cool.
Oh, and Todd Haberkorn voices Namor.
Cool.
Oh, nice reference.
I would not have gotten that it was Todd Haberkorn, honestly. I would not have gotten that.
Oh, I like that.
I am Imperious Rex.
I am the king of the 7 seas.
The music reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why.
I can see what you mean.
Fighting
see that, yeah.
They're fighting in a swimming pool.
Cool setting up, actually.
I think this is like the first episode of season 5 or 6. I want to say
it's season 6. It's season 6.
All right.
Yeah, I know that because it's the first episode to not have fight.
Oh, this is cool already, though. This is really
I just saw Roshi's house in the background.
Cameo.
It's right there.
I just saw it.
For those who don't know, Imperious Rex is basically his battle cry, sort of like his version of like "Holy shit" or "My God."
Yeah, I just realized this is the same. This is the same beach Roshi fought the Naruto guy.
Jiraiya.
You didn't even know Jiraiya's name. For shame. For shame.
I don't watch Naruto.
But Jiraiya died for
I got his name right.
Died for Naruto. For fuck's sake.
I don't know that.
Hey, look, there's Kame House.
Yeah, I pointed that out.
Shut up.
Is it Kami House or Kame House?
It's
Kame
Kame.
House is the one with the turtle.
It's sad there's not an accent on the E, but it's Kame. You know, Turtle House.
Oh, this is where the fight gets really good, I feel like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You are such a terrific.
Yeah, because they're using their powers against each other. Yeah.
That's a tone.
People actually respect, the sea creatures respect and love Aquaman as opposed to the Namor.
Yeah, Namor
They tolerate Namor.
They tolerate him, yeah.
I prefer Aquaman to Namor.
Okay, hang
Namor's
on
an
now.
asshole.
This is where it gets
Aquaman-
awesome.
Oh, yeah, this is where it gets
Deep
good.
sea.
Yeah.
The deep sea.
He didn't have the trident earlier, and it just suddenly appeared.
No, he had it earlier.
He had it with him.
Watch. Oh.
This is really cool. The angelfish lighting up there. That's really, really cool.
We're evenly matched. Or maybe I've been saving another trick.
Oh.
Oh.
You control me? Impossible.
Oh.
Those are
Good.
Why is
Anglers.
that Todd Hapercon always dies in these? Why is that Todd Hapercon always dies in these death battles?
Damn, look at that head.
By the way, Seamus, Todd Habercorn actually won the death battle between Pokemon and Digimon. He voiced Ty.
He voiced Ty? Oh yeah, that's right. Good point. But it's
No one's going to comment. Hang on, no one's going to comment on the awesome
versus Charizard, honestly. To be honest, not
no
like
one's going to comment. No one's going to comment on that awesome death. Excuse me.
Yeah, that death was cool.
That was an awesome death. Getting eaten by fucking
Holy
anglers
shit.
alive.
Certainly have won this in
With
some
angelfish,
circumstances.
yeah.
Aquaman had the potential he needed to take the victory more times than not.
Namor could match.
Oh yeah, they referenced the Aquaman versus Namor thing. That's cool.
Granted, you can't count that as like official because again, they were fan voted, weren't they? The amount.
Yeah, they were all fan voted.
Just-
Yeah,
it was
Marvel vs. DC event, everyone was fan voted.
Yeah, you can't really count that.
There are two that, to be clear, there are two. There's Marvel vs. DC, which was fan voted, and then there is the canon.
Marvel vs. DC is not canon. It's a Mugen game, all right.
It's kind of canon, but not really.
No, hang on. Seamus, let me rephrase. Marvel vs. DC, the comic, is not canon. Avengers vs. JLA is canon, or was originally.
The energy Aquaman stopped was
Yeah, it's really weird when like what's canon, what's not when it comes crossovers.
All I'm gonna say is good luck, SpongeBob.
Superman loves Captain America's shield. Who wouldn't?
But Aquaman
He uses Captain America's shield and Mjolnir.
No, like in Justice League of America versus and X Avengers, they have.
DC is like stacked above Marvel because of like some stupid feats they've done like years ago.
So what happened was there's this monster that's trying to devour both at the same time by merging them, sort of, kind of. So what happens is that Superman gets both the Mjolnir and the shield for a bit, and when he was given the shield to use for a while, Superman actually said, "This is a fantastic shield. You think I can get? You think I can get one?"
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Black Panther! Black Panther got bored. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And Justice League Throne of Atlantis Abridged, Black Manta actually ended up cutting his way out of that shark. In the actual movie, he just straight up dies.
Aquaman could see victory, but at least Namor tried it.
The winner is Jason Momoa.
Oh
God,
that pun was bad. But then again, that's standard boomstick fare.
Yeah,
you gotta expect that from him at this point.
I do.
So okay. Since Alex isn't here, Kevin goes first. So Kevin, what are your thoughts?
I'd say worthy death.
Yeah, I'm next. So I almost agree, right? There's just a few things, like a little bit of pacing, a little bit of the action. It's a bit off that keep it from it. But man, it has one of the coolest deaths in the series. If I had to put it anywhere, it would be the top of pretty damn good just for the death alone. Like, it's really good. But the rest, I mean, the rest is pretty good. Like, there's the music reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. It was damn good music, too. A lot of the fight, despite some of the stiffness and pacing of it, it is pretty damn good as well. And the analysis was great. They do both characters a lot of justice while also explaining why Aquaman wins really well. But yeah, my place is pretty damn good. Gizmo, you're up.
I'd say it's. I I'd say it's pretty damn good too. But I would actually put it right in between Mega Man Battle Royale and Deadpool versus Deathstroke.
That's not pretty damn good. That's worthy death.
No, I mean it's a worthy death.
Okay.
I got the two confused. I would say it's worthy death, and I stand by what I said.
Right.
It's just again, it's another one of those episodes where it's just something holding it back from being like a top tier. It's time for a death battle. Something about it. Like the music's great choice, the animation is great. Like you said, there are parts where it's like stiff, where it looks like they're having a hard time moving. The analysis was actually pretty spot on. I don't know. It's just something about it that is holding me back from saying it's time for a death battle, and that's like in the bottom, and that's just in the bottom part.
That's what's keeping me from putting it on War v Death. So I do understand that feeling.
Yeah, something about it. I don't know what it is, but it belongs in a worthy death. In between.
Yes. Oh wait.
And it belongs in between and Mega Man Battle Royale and Deadpool versus Deathstroke.
All right. RGS, what would you say?
Right. I don't know how to approach this because I just think it deserves to be on pretty damn good. Even my own opinion is just that kind of fine. But in terms of animation quality and the usage of moments, and yeah, there is stiffness, and that's why I would kind of place it in pretty damn good because it does fall short of Worthy Death because of that stiffness and a lot of other things wrong with it. Otherwise, the magic is there. It's just that I feel it is kind of a placement for pretty damn good, and it's kind of in that lower section for me. Otherwise, it's completely fine. It's not very offensive. It's just good for what it is.
Yeah. Seamus, we're two between pretty damn good and War v Death. What time are you gonna break the tie?
All right, I don't give a shit about Marvel versus DC. I think it's the most overdone fight up in the entirety of Deathbound. Like I groan every time they bring the one either or of these characters up there. That's why I groaned when Aquaman versed against that fictional, asexual sponge that Nickelodeon is nickel and diming for almost 2 decades.
That was a phenomenal episode.
I don't care. That's not that's not the point right now. The point is I'm sick to death of Marvel and DC showing up in these things. That's okay. Aside from my bias against them, I will say that I think that the fight was pretty decent actually because it made sense to fight these two again because they both had ownership of the sea. It made a lot of sense. And I would personally put it in Worthy Death because the fight itself was pretty fun. The voice acting was pretty solid. The fact that it transitioned from a typical pool to the ocean made a lot of sense for those two characters, trying to like relax and everything. I put it in Worthy Death. It wasn't as funny as Vegeta versus Shadow, and I think that plays a lot of part in that, so I would put it below those two.
You know what? Since it's Worthy Death wins voting wise, so we're gonna place. Yeah, I would vote to place it under Vegeta. What does everyone else think?
Yeah, let's put it. Yeah, put it there.
Yeah, I feel like we're on agreement on that.
All right.
I'm gonna say spin.
Spin the
wheel of morality. Turn. Show us the lesson.
Cup, come on.
Wait. Oh, this is gonna be
interesting. This is.
And by the way, Seamus.
Yeah. I remember this fight being awesome. I'm looking forward to this. This fight's awesome.
Seamus, before we continue, one thing to note is that Aquaman versus Namor literally happened right after Thanos versus Darkseid. So.
And that's a top tier fight. That's a top tier fight to me. That's in the series. I'm sorry.
Hang on, no. Let's not debate on that fight yet. We'll get to that.
Whenever that shows up, we'll get to it. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
But anyways, right now, Fulgore versus Sektor. Let's get into this.
Before we start, I will say Thanos versus Darkseid will be very contentious to debate between us because we're all
absolutely
different.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, Fulgore versus Sektor. Let's go. Let's go.
SGC.
Oh, I remember that. I would have loved to attend an SGC.
I would have loved
to
as well, man. I wish I got at least one.
I was at
that would have
3
been.
of them. They were
I mean,
great.
that would have been awesome to be at SGC one year, but I sadly couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the means back then.
SGC was so unique. It was unlike any other convention. Like, it felt like it was just one big family, just enjoying each other's company.
That was the thing about Screw Attack, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That's what they advertised it as like a big party.
I could go to like a random,
and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a cyborg battle.
I could walk up to an arcade panel with 3 people with an open seat and they'll welcome me with open arms. You don't really see that at any other convention.
Yeah, I mean, wait, doesn't that sound kind of something at MagFest?
A little bit. Oh,
No.
I got a funny story.
I forgot about that headcanon. That was amazing.
I want to tell this funny story. A quick one. I was at SGC. I was walking around, and there was this guy playing with power gun because they had a section with power gun. He was screaming, and the nerd was right. It's so bad.
Just saying it gives me chills.
Okay, so what exactly does Fulgore and Sektor have in common other than, they're robots?
Fulgore is a fucking badass. Fulgore all the way.
There's not really that many differences. They're both humans that turn into cyborgs against their will. They both have stealth technology, sorta, kinda, and they're both trying to overthrow the people that made them into such things.
But Sektor was turned into a robot, but by his own volition.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm giving you Cyrax.
There was a major problem. Fulgore's mechanical body was so advanced, Ultratech's top scientists could not create an artificial intelligence that could operate it efficiently.
Fulgore needed the mind of a true fighting spirit.
No, Native American man, no!
KI combatant, Chief Thunder.
Eagle had entered a previous KI tournament.
Chief Thunder, why aren't we getting him versus Nightwolf?
Good question. That would be a good matchup.
Yes, it would.
Honestly, I like the way Thunder music in this episode because it does kind of fit the announcement really well.
Kill Eagle, stop his revolution, then rip out his brain and drop it in our robot.
I'm getting myself a snickerdoodle.
Oh, funny thing, Fulgore, you get to actually play as him in his human form in the remake of Killer Instinct.
It was a reboot. Well, not reboot, sequel reboot. That one.
Reboot, kind of.
Yeah, he was like DLC. I think he's like $5. Same with Fulgore's prototypes.
Yeah, Kilgore.
Shadow Django is one of them too, I think.
Man, they had every opportunity to make story modes out of them.
The new Killer Instinct game is still like badass. Yeah, it's really solid. I played a bit of it.
Oh yeah, the Xbox game is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh dude, the cameos in there, man. The guest characters
they got
are
the
insane.
fucking Battletoads in that game.
They got I think it was Rash.
Yeah, it was Rash.
They had the main baddie in the Gears of War games. They had the Arbiter.
Yeah.
Hidden within his armor chassis is
I think that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
A nuclear reactor, which
yep.
everything
I like that joke. The giant fucking turret somehow. When they were allowed to fucking swear.
Yeah.
Next charge, he gains a massive power increase, doubling his
I mean, they still swear. It's just rare nowadays.
Yeah, but it's bleeped out, and I mean, I find that kind of weird.
Yeah, I feel like the bleeps make it funnier, but that's just me.
I do too, but I feel like it wasn't by choice they had to do that. I feel like Rooster Teeth asked them to do that because they're trying to be more inclusive, whatever the fuck. But you can't really be the same company to say we're trying to be family friendly and inclusive and yada yada when you had fucking gay jokes and shit and like slut jokes from a show called Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
There is no 11, you fucking whore! Ooh, language. You're telling me the same guys who made that are trying to make things a little more inclusive? Fuck you.
Poor Saberwolf.
Oh, he dies the second time.
Hold on.
No, TG Combo is my guy.
He's got a really good death battle later on in the series.
Lord Shao Kahn was one victory away from conquering the human.
Shao Kahn was about to conquer the planet.
Seamus, what'd you say?
Good old Skeletor.
Let's turn
yes.
all of our ninjas into robots.
To robots. Yeah.
Robot.
You know what's funny? Like on paper, turning your ninjas into like killer cyborgs is actually does sound like a massive upgrade.
I don't know. I don't want
like
free will.
Like you get to fight, you get to hide more weapons. You get to
Cyrax got to have his free will. Oh, in the new timeline, after he got revived.
The animated cartoon.
Oh, that show sucks.
I enjoy it because of how weird it is.
It's so bad it's good. I feel like.
Yeah.
Look at him pelvic thrusting as he fires missiles and kills Cyrax, Sonya, and Jax.
He's literally packing heat.
He's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. MK4's endings are so badly animated, but they're old.
They're so good. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's genius.
That was great.
Oh, the fatalities at MK9 are awesome.
They are. A lot of them are.
Fatalities from Mortal Kombat 9 through 11 were always good.
Yeah,
not 10,
but a lot of them were.
10 has some finicky ones.
But still, all of them do. Let's be honest. Remember Strikers? Hang on. Remember Strikers' fatalities? They were kind of lame.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the gunshot to the head. Literally anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben.
I do like his time bomb fatality though.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Discovered a loophole around the tournament's rules. Sektor led the Lin Kuei in the invasion of Earthrealm.
Cyber Sub-Zero, I remember that.
Man, that was a weird direction.
That was timeline changes though, so I understand it.
Smoke still gets jobbed out by Sindel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
I mean, if I had to go out any other way, would you rather be taken out by an ugly Tarkatan, or taken out by the martial arts MILF?
Considering the fact that both are garbage tier, neither of them are winning.
Timeline and practically gift wrapped him.
I'd rather lose to the MILF.
Yeah,
my head between those thighs.
Yeah, and then an MKX Sub-Zero was turned back from a cyborg into...
Look at that.
Inescapable well of insanity. Mad with power, Sektor murdered his own father, intending to claim the title of Grand Master for himself.
Until Sub-Zero showed up and totally ninja'd that
I can't believe he killed Palpatine.
No!
Dewey.
Sektor was alone. His only companions, the twisted voices.
His only companion was a coconut.
He managed to found his own clan of cyber warriors.
Wilson, I'm sorry! Oh, one thing that Sektor can do in Mortal Kombat 4 is literally glitch out the models when he does a fatality by firing a missile.
You're a cyborg.
I'm not kidding, it's fucking amazing!
Alright, this animation, I'm wondering how we're gonna rank this. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh boy.
Still singing.
That's
great.
If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this was filler for the death battle that follows.
Maybe.
Because after this one, we got Godzilla versus Gamera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
boy.
Alright, back in time for the death battle. The awesome death battle is Ninja versus Native American. Let's go.
Yeah!
Look at this shit. Look how cool this is.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, because remember the KI remake came out, like, you know, the new KI game came out, so like he has a new nuclear system. I love that they added that.
It is pretty damn cool.
That was so weird. Yeah.
That's a little jank.
I'm gonna say that Fulgore's animation looks stiff, but that's basically the sprites, so I can't say that it's
He's not winning this one. Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
Power up! Yo, there it comes.
I'm sorry, Sektor. You are done.
Ultra combo!
Oh, no, no.
lives up to its name. This was a close one. With his ninja ability, Sektor.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Was it
really close?
He had more options for defensive, close, and long-range combat. Being almost twice as
Damn.
big, his size and strength surmounted.
That's a beefy boy.
And whenever Sektor
He's very beef. That's a big boy.
Sorry, I just love the combo breaker.
That was really cool.
Sektor has been humiliated by Sub-Zero over and over. But Fulgore would have
Yes, he's been humiliated by Sub-Zero. Oh, who literally he hands him L's on a silver platter.
In the end, Sektor got blown up.
The
winner is whoever the fuck is inside Fulgore.
Eagle.
Native American man.
Eagle.
To be fair, on Seamus, he doesn't want to be canceled. All right, so Kevin, you first. How would you rate this?
I'd say pretty damn good.
I agree, and I would say worthy death if it weren't for two things. One, it is a bit janky in some parts. It has some great stuff in it, but there's a bit of too much jank. And the second, and some of you will disagree with me on this, the ultra combo is kind of weak.
That's kind of most ultra combos in Killer Instinct anyway.
Not really. No. When you actually perform them and see them, they're really a skeptical to look at as well as perform. Man, it's worth watching and it's worth pulling off. Here, on the other hand, I'll get to it when I get to it.
I mean, it's fine. I get there's limitations for the sprites and such, and they made it work for what they can. I do like how not Fulgore. I can't remember his fucking name. Sektor. Yes, I couldn't get the name out of my mouth. Sektor. I did like how his bypass were flying all over the place. One thing that does really help the episode for me is that I really love the analysis and result because it's all done really well. I love how they covered both characters and their basis down. It was very entertaining for me. So yeah, I'll put that pretty damn good. So I'm gonna have Gizmo go next.
It was fine. I would put it was fine, like a very high up there at the very least, but it's just fine. Like, look, I get it that these are pre-rendered graphics that they're using. The Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct are known for that.
Yep.
But there was nothing stopping them from speeding up the combat. Like, okay, yeah, there are some parts where they do speed it up, like when Sektor took out his plasma blades, or when he starts swinging on the damn lamppost, which look fucking goofy. Like, damn, you couldn't even bend the legs to make it look like he's jumping. It's just the analysis was actually pretty funny. I like the analysis very much, but man, that combat though, man, the Killer Instinct is known for not only being very loud, but also being very fast when combat goes a-going. I'm not just talking about one. I'm talking like 1, 2, gold, as well as the remake/reboot. It's hella fast. Same thing with Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat 3 was when it started to get fucking fast. But holy hell, man! It was like watching.
Was introduced?
Dude, it was like watching two turtles trying to catch up to a fucking snail, man. It's just not Killer Instinct. It was not Mortal Kombat when it came to like the fighting itself. Even the ultra combo felt pretty weak over there. And I have to put this in pretty. I'm not gonna say this is horrible because it's far from that, but it was only at the highest just fine.
All right. It was RGS, you're next.
I kind of agree where it kind of should be placed in. It was fine, but it should be at the very top if it was fine, because it does have a lot of effort put into it, even if it was held back by the sprite sheet and the
Yeah, you
way
can
that,
tell they were trying, but they could have sped things up.
yeah. I'd also
Yeah.
argue that maybe they should use more Fulgore's animations because they were kind of really lacking when using his spreadsheet a bit more.
Bless you.
Thank
Bless you. Continue,
Um,
RGS.
Bless you.
Other than that, I thought the analysis was pretty good. I like how they actually use the soundtrack much more efficiently than they do in other death battles, I find, other than when they have their own commissioned songs. I actually
Yep.
do that the soundtrack is kind of dynamic, and I think they should kind of try to carry that over with their newer episodes. And it's kind of unfortunate that they don't really.
Yeah, they don't use the copyright music anymore, sadly, but it's also understandable as to why.
Yeah, I would still kind of prefer if they tried to make it a bit more dynamic, is what I'm saying.
That's fair.
It does have a lot of good moments, and it was still hype for how disappointing it can be to revisit. It's at the top of pretty damn fine. I guess if it had its own rank,
good.
Damn fine.
I think he meant it was fine. You mean it was fine, right?
I meant it was fine, but if it were to have its own ranking, it would be pretty damn fine.
Right. All right, Seamus, you're up.
All right. I already knew Fulgore was going to win because, in my logic, if I remember how Death Battle goes, because I knew Fulgore was going to win because I saw this episode years ago, so it was a good Death Battle because I remember who won. So it's already above. It was fine just off that logic alone. All right, but to say that it's better than Lucario versus Renamon, it ended better than it because that ended far too anticlimactically. The same goes for Shazam versus Captain Marvel or whatever.
I wouldn't say it's. You can continue. Sorry.
I want to say that I already knew Fulgore was going to make it based because it was so stacked against Sektor. Like even like if you knew against that there, so you kind of predicted it. With Shazam, Captain Marvel, and Lucario versus Renamon, they did a better job of trying to explain how it could go either way, but you could tell that it was Fulgore. So analysis makes me want to put it at the bottom of pretty damn good because it made it a foregone conclusion before the fight actually even started.
That's fair. Yeah, that's honestly perfectly fair. So I think that's 3 pretty damn good. So are we all in agreement at the bottom?
I said it was fine.
Yeah.
I said it was fine.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, wait. Kevin, what did you say?
I said pretty damn good. Just put it at the bottom of that.
That's 3 votes for pretty damn good. So yeah, we're gonna keep it at the bottom. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Now, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
I wonder if we were to get Godzilla versus Gamera,
that would be awesome. I love that fight.
Would be.
Wait.
Spin again! Spin again!
Oh, good lord. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Oh, wait. No, Seamus, Alex Gum is the best one.
Oh, God damn it. This was good.
Awesome.
This is epic.
This fight is amazing.
Put it in. Put it in. It's time for a death battle before we start.
Because this fight is amazing. It's just before Yoda versus Mickey. Yeah, there we go.
Damn it. Okay, we're putting it up there.
This fight is amazing. Let's get into it then.
Oh, Alex is going to miss such a good episode. I feel so bad. Oh wait, no, he's not here. Never mind. Damn it. I feel so bad. All right, I'm starting it. Oh my god, guys, I have a story to tell. Oh, I'll tell it at the end. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so happy and sad. Gumball.
That needs a movie.
No, it doesn't.
Gumball?
It is getting a movie. Gumball's getting a movie.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was originally going to be on HBO Max, but now WBD is shipping it elsewhere, and that makes me worried for it, but it is still being made.
Yeah, the season 7 finale was really good.
And may not be my to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a himbo battle.
I will say, season 7 was a weird one.
Was a genius and the son of
I think that might, in terms of quality, I mean, and I think that might be because they did 20 episodes that season, and that caused production for episodes to be a bit off. But let's enjoy this.
Yeah.
I will say I love the analysis in this episode.
Like brute that just wanted to be left alone. Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up to be a leader in the
Really likes puppies. That's base.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't?
He had that covered. During a gamma bomb test, Bruce was caught.
If you want to stop the Hulk, just get
enough
puppies.
radiation to, well,
Yeah, that's canon. That's
So
canon.
he's like the infraggable Kronk.
Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's
I'm sorry, I had to.
Thus, using his anger, Bruce Banner
TV Puppet Pals. TV Puppet Pals.
The best design of movie Hulk.
Oh yeah, that's the best Hulk movie
That's
design.
the second best.
He can lift a 150 billion ton mountain.
Damn.
If they actually gave Hulk a real character arc in Infinity War, I would actually like the Professor Hulk design. But now I'm just reminded of
The sad, you say that because he had a character arc, but then they deleted it off of both.
Yeah, I
films.
know, that's stupid.
I hate that, but yeah. Ooh.
And according to all
Oh, that TV show was fucking weird.
Hulk is
A team of Hulk?
no get good movie after 2008.
Or too many puppies.
Aww.
Like rage are governed by an area of
Puppy.
the brain known as the hypothalamus, which controls Bruce's transformation. If it's damaged, his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself designed.
Oh, come on! We're really referencing Civil War 2? That comic sucked!
It did, but it's canon, so it has to be mentioned.
Oh, it's literally worse than the first one, somehow.
It is.
At least the first one made some sense and had you actually asking questions.
Look at that!
Adapt to any environment imaginable, whether that's just straight up.
By the way, they buffed up Hulk after he took his massive L from Doomsday.
Yeah. He got far more powerful after that episode.
Yeah, and the thing is like, I actually kind of prefer the Hulk fight there, but only because of how it ends.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that, but I'm just saying, like, this fight's really good.
There are several, maybe even
I love that panel. Ooh.
Within Banner's shattered psyche.
Oh my god.
Joe Fixit is a street smart bouncer. Doc Green is a super genius, and the Devil Hulk is the father figure Bruce never had. It's like an all-you-can-eat Hulk Emporium in Bruce's brain. We got your Dark Hulk, Mindless Hulk, Hulk Squared, and Claw, which is basically just Sad Hulk. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it gets really weird.
Stupid.
It's the Hulk's Hulk.
Under a new persona.
That's literally Hulk spelled backwards.
I love how it's not Claw, it's Claw.
Claw. I am Claw.
Not Claw, Claw.
World Breaker Hulk. Yeah,
That was
World
awesome.
Breaker Hulk.
The Savage Hulk once obliterated an entire universe with a thunderclap.
Damn.
He bodied Hyperion with a single punch. The same Hyperion who survived the collision of two universes unscathed. Which begs the question, how much more powerful is the Hulk at his maximum?
I love this part.
So Hulk was once with this chick, Umar, ruler of the
Oh,
Dark
I love
Dimension.
this.
Her
Oh, I love
her
this.
strength for 6 minutes. But he made up for it in round 2 when he came back as the Green Scar and kept Hulk smashing for hours. It's likely they went until dawn. That's a 12-hour session of Hulk smashing
Shit.
post.
Damn.
Oh, man. Well, that would make the Green Scar 120 times stronger than the Savage Hulk. Multiplying that by the energy of the two colliding universes would yield 960 duovigintillion.
Damn.
That's just a ridiculous number.
Duovigintillion?
All that from a single
Hey, listen to this.
battle. Oh, sweet summer child whiz. That's not the kind of smashing I meant. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's canon.
The science
It's.
right, because it's safe.
But
Magic.
Oh, this is where it gets crazy.
Turns out, gamma is actually directly connected to energy from hell, drawn from Marvel's ultimate Satan.
That's
Immortal Hulk.
stupid.
This is from Immortal Hulk.
By
Yeah.
using his powers, the Hulk is literally channeling the devil. It's also what kept him alive all these years.
Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned to the world, his body will heal from whatever killed him. The dude literally
Immortal
can't
Hulk.
die.
And after a journey into the lowest plane of hell, the Hulk even faced
Hulk,
off against
Hulk is
the one
playing
below all,
a
and the ghost of
Hulk.
his father.
Hulk and Lobo just end up playing poker together before they come back to life again.
Those two assholes to smithereens.
Hulk is Hulk!
From one man with crippling debt.
You gotta
issues
pick
to
a.
another.
You got.
Well done, sir.
What else can you say, bud?
You gotta say what you have there.
The best Hulk design, fight me.
Yep,
It
absolutely.
is.
The same
Meanwhile,
brutal alien race
We're back to Dragon Ball again.
Giant monkey men.
These famous warriors are defined by three things: their tenacity,
Damn, girl.
their
Let me see
pride,
that
and
tail.
their
the funny
rage,
thing
which
is
fuels
that
their world
people have
destroying
actually
power.
at
No saying
Ultracon, people asked Vic which Broly he preferred, and he prefers this version.
Dragon Ball Fighters Broly.
Yeah.
I will say it is the best version of Broly, without a doubt.
It
Everyone
is.
agrees.
Because here's the thing, Broly has more character in Super than he does in Z.
Yeah, as a good guy, yeah, this has a better character. But as a villain, I prefer his original. Because that just means that he's a crazy motherfucker that just wants to kill Goku.
Yeah,
which
but
I love.
Alex, hang on. Alex would have pointed that out. They used really low quality for the Broly movie in that scene.
However, despite developing different personalities, both of these Brolys are essentially the same character in different situations.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Look at the original and similar Saiyans like Kale for more info.
Fair, that's also fair.
Kale.
Let's smash Kale. Smash Kale.
Vegeta, the king, not the prince.
I'll smash Kale. Yeah, I would, honestly.
Only his father
Caulifla, though. Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, Caulifla.
Yeah, but that's Universe 6. We're not talking about Universe 6 now, like, man. We're talking about Universe 7.
guys, here's the thing. If Kaba actually got lucky, he'd end up in a threesome. One hell of a threesome.
Why are we talking about this? Guys, Universe 7, Broly.
I know.
Legendary Super Saiyan. Guys, stay on topic.
Yes, Mom.
Can we get to a threesome with Videl and Kale?
Oh, it's so cute.
And it's that reason why Dragon Ball Super Superhero is worse, because it didn't have a pet to like bounce off of.
As an energy to enhance.
Tell me I'm wrong. You know I'm right.
I like Superhero, but Super Broly was better, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, it is better. It is better.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot how raw that was.
That was raw, yeah. The original movie had problems, but damn it, it had some awesome moments.
Omega Storm.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm gonna rename my dick that.
Though is a small key bolt that Broly can feed to rapidly grow in size and consume entire worlds.
Broly's arsenal isn't just.
Broly has now been reduced to saying only a single word, and that's the worst part is like after the first Dragon Ball Z Broly movie. Broly does end up being reduced to only saying the word Kakarot over and over again.
The stronger he gets.
Which is
These power boosts are so great.
Too bad Broly never got to fight Broly.
Yeah.
Super Broly would easily decimate a Z Broly.
No, it's very clear that Heroes Broly decimates Super Broly.
Much to Frieza's Broly had never learned to
Goddamn
Also, those are characters. D-type and B-type are Jester.
I love that scene so much.
That was a great scene.
Broly, your father's been murdered in cold blood.
It's
right there.
Hang on, guys. Oh, RGS, what did you say?
I'm saying they're fine using C-type and B-type. Is how it is now, but I
turn into a typical Super Saiyan.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Broly's new form was actually a Super Saiyan C type.
I thought they were capped, but they're not.
Oh, okay.
Super Saiyan C? What is this shit? Super Saiyan Grade 3? What is this shit?
I don't know.
You know, Ayers' performance as Frieza in that movie was amazing.
Hey,
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace indeed. That was his last performance, sadly, and that makes me sad.
It does. It is sad. Oh God! Have fun, Frieza! If only Fran were here to see this.
Was so immense, it even made Goku of all people turn tail and run.
Goku was able to clash with Lord
Oh, it's that feat again.
Forced to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown in this symbolic model.
Making the Dragon Ball universe 9 times larger than our own.
Kit would hate this, Seamus, because
he's not on Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
but hey, he's based enough to like One Piece. So
yeah,
you know,
because I remember Kit said that Sailor Moon could beat Goku, but then there's that one universal beat Goku has.
Yeah, Galaxia and Beerus. I don't think I sadly have to agree with Beerus on that one. Sadly,
got into a dick measuring contest with a friggin' Super Saiyan.
That was a great episode too, but
it was an awesome. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that.
It should be a Sailor Moon battle royale.
Oh, yeah.
Legendary Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Animation was
all the main planets, none of the solar systems, none of the moons, just the main planets, including Pluto. Fuck you.
I guess you could say his power is maximum.
What a deep cut! What a deep cut!
I love that.
Void just by powering up or merging with the universe and affecting alternate timelines.
Oh yeah, they're using the anime scaling for this episode.
I mean, it is the more clear one.
Yeah, no, the anime's less. I mean, the anime's more convoluted.
Yeah, but it's got more visual stuff that you can at least.
They don't even mention him. They don't even mention him destroying South Galaxy when Goku actually confronts Broly.
Yeah.
That's to be fair with a higher power level.
To be fair, with them using the anime scaling, it makes sense because the movie is also canon to both the anime and manga, so they want to use the most powerful version. That's fine.
But the issue is we're using the Broly stuff with Super Bowl Broly, and I don't like that.
Meanwhile,
because they are comparable in abilities and such, so it's a bit fair.
Meanwhile, Beerus also stood for the same chick that people ship Broly with.
Okay, wins! This animation. Let's enjoy this.
It's time for a
death battle.
Let's have fun. Oh, I'm
the
excited.
The song slaps hard.
Yes, it does.
Oh dear. Oh.
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this puny planning?
Ah.
You scared them away. You're making me angry.
Let me guess.
I'm angry.
Oh.
Funny how Broly actually.
Oh, let's go!
There you go. Boom.
Is actually taller than
Boom. Kaboom.
Oh! Oh, it's a bit janky, but
yeah, it's a little janky.
Yeah, but this is the kind of jank that's actually pretty cool.
It is, but that's where the jankiness ends. Oh!
Flopping around.
Ah!
Oh, nice! Come on.
Yeah, let's go!
Damage charge.
Oh! Like that would do anything.
Ah, let's go!
Yep.
I like how they're fighting in a wasteland as well. That's awesome.
That's a reference to the last one.
Just incredible.
Hulk immortal!
That's badass. Look at that!
Oh, that's so good!
Oh, God.
Monster?
No, the devil!
Oh! Yeah, that's an awesome callback. That is so cool.
They're using each other's one-liners.
That's awesome.
Oh, the face.
Oh my fucking god! Because Greenman, this is based on Super Broly, not movie Broly. There's a difference.
Yes. Well, they're both movies, but
The grin.
Hulk smash!
Oh!
Boom! Oh, this is awesome.
And I can't believe this is actually a fair fight, which is
Yes.
really impressive.
Yes, this is a very fair fight.
He's still blasting it. That's awesome.
Oh my god!
He yeets her away.
Oh, this is
Oh, it gets even better.
Yeah.
The World Breaker.
This is so good for a season finale. This is incredible. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, that's right. Chest bump.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's like
South
Galaxy all over again. Oh my god.
Oh, this is where it gets insane.
Yep.
Oh, I love this part.
This is like the reference from like the movie. Yeah, Dragon Ball Broly. This is so sick. Look at this. How sick this is. Huh? What?
My boy.
What? Oh my god.
Throat sore.
Oh my god. What? Okay, this needs an explanation. This needs an explanation.
Listen.
Breaking news. Look,
Headbutt's lame.
literally too angry to die.
Finally, Dragon Ball fans don't have to bitch on Twitter about this. Finally.
Slightly faster, and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk's fight for control in Bruce's mind, it wasn't guaranteed he'd get one of the geniuses. Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down with anything less than complete annihilation.
Fortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable power, the Hulk came up short.
I know what you're thinking. Hulk could destroy a universe 120 times over, while Goku could only manage a lowly 9.
But that was base Goku's strength. Broly's maximum, no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
As a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta, and took hits from Gogeta Blue without even bleeding.
Based on the Daizenshuu,
Bruising, that's a big deal.
Form is about 400 times greater than Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than World Breaker Hulk.
And that's before factoring in Super Saiyan Blue and Gogeta, which are way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind, legendary Super Saiyan Broly is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength can keep increasing, so will Broly's, and it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there have been multiple times when the strain on Hulk's body turned him back into Banner.
With that big of a power difference, there's no way the same wouldn't happen here. Even stuff like breaking space and time is nothing new to Broly and other Dragon Ball characters.
And don't misunderstand the Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no evidence he directly overpowered actual Satan, just dispersed his cloudy avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Broly's flight allowed him greater maneuverability and area control, plus he could attack at a distance with Ki. When Hulk did close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
And it's unlikely Hulk could land a lucky fatal blow, considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger
that's
than
like,
the World
don't even get me started on like the power scaling nonsense that is Gogeta Blue.
Broly bypass Hulk's immortality,
Especially if it was just Gogeta's base form.
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah, Gogeta was just playing with Broly at that
His
point.
healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life. The hypothalamus is key to this. Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the dead. With Broly's incredible power, there was no doubt he could vaporize Hulk and leave nothing left to heal.
Like basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
The Hulk was an incredible opponent, but the legendary Super
Oh yeah, he
Saiyan
actually said
power,
something.
arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan Rage spelled the end for the not-so-jolly Green Giant.
This incredible fight was insane.
The winner is Johnny Young Bosch.
No, you had it right the first
No,
time.
no, Vicky Fiona.
I had to do it, guys. I'm sorry.
Green man in a zoot
God
suit left a
damn it,
letter for you.
Seamus.
Yeah, sounds legit. Give me. Dad?
Plot twist to be continued. I did not mean to stop streaming that. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. All right, so okay, so let's go one at a time just to make sure we're all clear on the same thing.
Not one at a time. I think we can all say it all at once on the count of three.
I just want to make sure.
And 3.
It's time
for
death
battle.
What did you say, RGS?
A worthy death.
Oh, let's hear what RGS has to say. Let's hear what you have to say.
Right. First off, Legendary Super Saiyan.
Oh boy.
It's Berserk Super Saiyan. It's not the Legendary Super Saiyan. It's Berserk Super Saiyan.
I mean,
I know it's semantics.
It's not. Like, I mean, does that mean like in the new canon we don't actually know who the Legendary Super Saiyan is in Super's canon?
I mean, I think
technically the Legendary Super Saiyan is Bardock, but that was only because of some time travel shenanigans.
I can kind of explain this. The Berserk form is technically the legendary form for Broly and Kale, but yeah, it's not specifically called the Legendary Super Saiyan in Super. I don't think. I mean, he's referred to as the Legend, but the form isn't called that.
Yeah,
it's called Super Saiyan Berserk. I initially called it Camp when they said B and C, but I realized they're using B and C for Super, not for the Z, because Z referred to Super Saiyan B type as the controlled Broly, with the blue hair.
Oh god, if Alex gets back here, he's gonna just be like, "Hey, what did I miss?" I'm like,
you missed. I'll do a bonus round with him in an extra video. You were saying RGS?
I know it's ultimately semantics at the end of the day, but you cannot equate Z Broly's feats to Super Broly because he doesn't need it.
That's
I agree with the result.
I mean, that's fair. They're just doing it to give him a few extra moves that he hasn't shown. They could do. I do think that's fair.
But
they did say that they're practically the same, and they're kind of right on that.
I disagree. I believe there are two completely different characters.
Well, I did say kind of. I didn't say they're completely the same.
To be fair, they didn't say they were exactly they said that they were the same in different written scenarios. So like in different, like if Broly was scarred by the crying or if he was not. They took two different story paths, but they are the same, if that makes sense.
I'm aware. They're trying to say that any abilities that Z Broly could do are applicable to Super Broly. I just disagree because I believe you should judge a character not by compositing different shit. You should just use the character as the basis.
Well,
I will agree that
not like they're combining video game Sonic with like IDW Sonic and Archie Sonic. That's
I will say them using Kale is a bit too far. I get they use it as a bit extra context, like having too much energy might make him explode, but that does go a bit too far. So I understand where RGS is coming from.
You can also apply that there. I believe that one is relatively fine because Broly and Kale are of the same mutation, the Super Saiyan Berserk.
That's
it's not
true.
explicitly said that it's the same thing. It's just a more ideal comparison because it's the same canon. It has more grounds, more bases. Also,
and she actually does the same moves that the original Broly does, so that would have made more sense to use outside of Z Broly.
Yeah, and also he doesn't have Godbind. I don't know why they listed it in the techniques that Broly has. He does not have Godbind, and he doesn't have another move, which I didn't see.
I think he uses it in Xenoverse, but yeah, you're right. He doesn't normally have it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't normally have it, if he doesn't normally have it, that still means that he has it. He just doesn't use it as much.
I mean, not in canon. I mean, he uses it in the games, just not in canon. I mean, maybe he has it in canon. He just never shows it. But I mean,
I don't believe that should be a part of his listed moveset because he hasn't shown to use the move, especially since that's a Goku-made move.
Sure, but look, like Spider-Man has a spider signal, but he rarely ever uses it. That doesn't mean he doesn't have it. That doesn't mean he never uses it.
No, but Spider-Man has that as part of his spell. That is part of his character.
Right, and he uses it in specific. He uses it in specific means. I'm just saying, Broly. I think it's only added to the list of abilities Broly has because it's probably just a move he uses it only in very specific circumstances, like the spider signal for Spider-Man.
I disagree, but that's because I don't know if they were meant to just put in normal Ki eyes, because Broly can easily use Ki eyes because of his rage and his anger, and he can use it to stun enemies for temporarily. But that's not Godbind. That's just a Ki eye.
All right, let's try. Okay, I'm gonna go next because I do agree it's time for a death battle. But if I were to place it anywhere, it would be here. And let me explain why. Let me sing its praises first. And let me sing its praises first because I love the analysis. It's probably one of the better ones they've done. I love the transitions they've done in it. Like, for example, when they transitioned to all the hell stuff, that was great for the eye. I like there was one bit in Broly's analysis I really liked. Oh yeah, that one off-brand joke. What was it? It was the image. But there were some things I can't name it specifically. I'm a dumbass. But I like the analysis. The fight itself, it is amazing, but it has some issues. For one, and a lot of people are going to point this out if we don't, the sound design is pretty weak. It doesn't have enough of that oomph. It's still awesome, but it would have been far better if it had a better sound design for the fight. What were you saying, RGS?
I was just saying that I agree that it didn't have a lot of impact sounds. It was like wet flats.
Yeah, that's probably the one thing holding it back from being amazing.
Yeah, the second thing is that there's not too much jankiness, but when there is, it's very obvious.
Yes.
But like besides that, everything else holds it up for its time. Like, oh my god, the way they destroyed the galaxy and then reality itself, I love that shit. That was awesome. The headbutt, oh, that's so good. I love the analysis. The research was so well done, and the results actually make it very, very reasonable.
All right,
one
motherfuckers,
that's very
what
hard.
did I miss?
You missed Hulk versus Broly.
You motherfucker! You missed the best episode.
What?
Just get to the next.
That's the Incredible Hulk versus the legendary Super Saiyan Broly.
Oh man.
You just missed it, which is really funny. But yeah, I was reviewing it.
All right, let's get on to the next one.
Yeah, we all agreed on this placement. So
yeah, like
if I have to, put it above the Digimon, Digimon versus Pokemon.
We're on
the best
agreement
3D
on this.
fight so far. That's the best 3D fight so far.
It's not better than Pokemon vs Digimon. I'm sorry. I'm standing.
Okay, put it in between.
Below
it at least.
We're moving on. What are we going to get?
I leave you guys for 1 hour, and I come back to bickering.
Yes.
What else is new?
Oh!
Spin again!
Spin again!
Oh, come on!
Let's do it. Spin again.
Can we just remove all the spin agains?
No.
Oh, they're fun.
No.
Wait.
No.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
this one was kind of.
Fairy Tail, let's go. I barely watched
Fairy Tail versus Kamega Kill.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Wait,
and
so you're
I thought that was
that one.
Wait, so you're telling me it's shirtless
about that one?
You want to be shirtless? I'm very confused.
The background.
Anyway,
the background.
I've never seen this episode.
Alex,
I've barely seen Fairy Tail, but I know that Gray likes to get shirtless a lot. All I know is that like the Kamega Kill girl is a stalker, but I don't know anything besides that.
Everything that she. Yeah, Gray is basically we're pitting a male stripper against a stalker.
It's also a weird one
because a female stripper. Would that turn into?
I want to say this matchup's weird because the only real connection is that they both have ice powers.
And Esdeath literally made a list of all the things that she requires in a man, and they happen to all be within the main character becoming a kill tops to me.
I'm gonna def myself for Fairy Tail because Cat wants me to watch Fairy Tail. I'm gonna want to get ruined for it, so I'll def myself.
Just disconnect from the channel. No, I meant not channel. I meant stream. He's muted.
Oh damn.
And eventually became a
Yeah, the reason why Gray basically became a male stripper is in tribute to his master.
Shields, hammers, grappling hooks, stairs, clones of
It
himself.
would have made more sense if never mind. I was gonna say it would have made more sense.
Finish your thoughts.
I was gonna say it would have made more sense if Iceman fought one of these guys, but with how they're treating Iceman right now, I don't want to see that. No, they murdered my boy. But they massacred Bobby, my boy.
Why does he look like Yuffie here?
Luffy.
Is that Luffy?
It is Luffy.
You said Yuffie.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
We'll have to get Seamus back in here.
Okay, hang on. Is it Luffy?
It is Monkey D. Luffy.
So Luffy.
No.
Luffy. Just make sure I'm saying it right. No, I'm trying to make sure I'm saying it right. Luffy. Is that it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Skin sounds wrong.
Was forced to step in with her ultimate spell, Ice Shell.
It's a super handy move.
Damn.
To freeze a giant demon like that for good.
At the cost of the caster's life.
Ooh.
That sucks.
If that's not bad enough, Gray learned an ultimate version called Lost Ice Shell. This one also kills you, but as a bonus, it also erases the memories of you from everyone who ever knew you.
What?
Sure, the Lost Ice Shell is hundreds of times more powerful and basically a guaranteed win move if he has time to cast it. But how does that even work?
If it requires it, it wouldn't make sense to have such a sacrifice if it's going to be that powerful.
It's so stupid. So
Is that how I lost my leg? Wonder who it was I knew. Well, speaking of lost, Gray Phillip has lost 2 families at this point.
Well, backstory,
again,
baby.
He found new footing and new friends, this time with the mages of the Fairy Tale Guild.
Including a clingy blue-haired
Natsu's weakness is motion sickness.
Okay, you can ship them.
Yep.
Everybody does. Including them.
Now full from a serious helping of humble pie, Gray changed
Yeah,
his
magician apparently means whatever the fuck you want it to mean in Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
Which works
Kind of like how
since this is the
ninja
sort
means
of world
whatever
where
the fuck you
fighting
want
for your
it to
friends
in Naruto.
actually increases
At
your
least
Mortal
Soul.
Kombat.
True story.
At least Soul Reaper means exactly what it is. You reap soul.
Yep. No more demon hunting for him.
I'm sorry.
He got his hands on demon killing
People
magic,
who-
of course.
After becoming an ice
busting
devil
through
slayer, Gray learned how to
walls of
devour
some kind
ice
of
to replenish his
crystal
power,
seems to be a
become
theme
extremely resistant to ice
Death
attacks,
Battle.
mess around with other people's
Yeah.
magic, and conjure spells.
I mean,
designed
there
to
is the
kill
pillar
demons.
meme.
Which would have been really,
The pillar
really
meme.
handy just a little
I don't
bit
get how that
ago.
became a meme at all.
With all this magic,
Because
ice
of the
mages can
multiple
wipe out
amounts
an
of
entire
victories
town all
won
at
by
once, or
by
serve
people
an
who
ice
have
storm that
either
covered the
thrown
country
pillars
of
or
By
got
comparing
thrown
Invil's
through
ice
one.
storm to the scale of Fiore based on official maps, it appears the
Fior.
force and energy of the storm would
I
be
mean,
equivalent to more
that's
than
a stretch. I mean,
27
you could switch out pillars with bombs, and it would be the same shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That thing, it ended up becoming such a meme that people were like, putting captions of Ben and Singer. They're like, "You take the pillar, you win."
This one, we found that Urza must have been moving over 20,000 times the speed of sound to intercept
Damn.
it,
Stretch.
striking it with a force of over 50 teratons of
Damn.
TNT.
And Gray should definitely be in the same
Teratons of
ballpark at
TNT.
least,
That's a new one.
especially since Urza wasn't even at her
It's
most
not for
strength.
this is
Truly,
not
as
the
long
first
as
episode
Gray
to use
keeps
that,
hands on,
but yeah.
literally, he is a fierce warrior who will
For this
always
series,
fight
it's
for
new.
his friends.
Our series.
I've got a will all of my own. And it says my friends and I are gonna walk the path of life.
Friends. There, I just told you the whole plot for Failures Tale.
Monsters called danger beasts with her father.
Awesome. Now
Isn't that
that's
the
how you
plot
raise
of
a kid.
nearly
Under the
everything,
same
like
thing.
One Piece,
Bragging out
Dragon
a
Ball,
hunting
Kingdom
license
Hearts,
load.
Disney
However,
itself?
Esdeath's
No,
destiny
Dragon
lies
Ball's about
for
being
himself
strong.
among a 1,000-year-old empire.
Naruto's about being the best. Fairy Tale is friends.
Guys, we're on. Guys, we're talking about the Busty Stalker here.
Yep.
Right.
A titty fucker.
Esdeath described herself to a sort of survival of the fittest philosophy. To her, if her father lay dead before her, that didn't mean she should be sad or angry. That meant her father was weak.
Yeah, Esdeath is Esdeath is a Darwinist.
What?
Oh God.
On her own and
Oh,
maybe a bit
God.
insane, Esdeath joined the
Oh,
militant
God.
ranks of the widespread empire, where her
Ooh.
violent nature found a new calling.
Yeah, like when she buried 400,000 people alive. Mama
Damn.
Broomstick always told me you should enjoy your work, so good for her, I guess. She even got a promotion and an offer of a new weapon that would change everything.
A dog just touched my foot.
Esdeath was already extremely proficient with a sword.
Come here, Tommy.
This was
Them titties. God damn.
A Tegu is a
Wait, you guys are already at Omega Kill? I thought it was still Fairy Tail because it was still ice and everything. So
And we're on Esdeath now.
However, Esdeath chose one so unique.
And the thing is, and Akame Kill is dubbed by Sentai Filmworks.
And Fairy Tail was done by A1 Pictures. So
Tommy, you
no, I said
Funny
A1
Pictures was done by
after surviving the side effects, you know,
A1 Pictures.
A1
Pictures.
No, A1 Pictures is the animation studio responsible for it.
Yes.
I'm talking about the dubbing studio.
Oh no, I'm talking about the animation.
Dogs are surrounding me. The dogs are surrounding me. I don't know what to do.
I don't give a shit. All I care about is Esdeath is hot. That's what She's essentially like if Wise is like, you know, from Ruby's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take over everything. Which ironically is exactly what the character she took in Ice Queendom, right? For like, you know, a Vice, you know. For those of you who watch Ruby, Vice Knee. Oh my god, she's blushing. She's adorable. Anyways, you know, Vice Knee essentially is like what Esdeath could have, you know, been, right?
No, not really. Kind of is just on the opposite side of that.
I've only watched one episode of Omega Kill. I have taste here, god dang it. So I've not watched more than one episode.
You didn't even know Doctor Who Big Finish exists. So no, you're not cultured.
You probably didn't even know what a Omega Kill even was.
No,
Sadly, I knew because my sisters were looking for something niche and they decided this would be the thing.
Anyways, fan service aside, you probably don't even know what fucking Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan is, Ben, do you?
Bullet Angel, I've seen that years and years ago, but I've seen it.
You lie, sir. Okay, all right. Tell me, have you seen it? What weapon does she use? Tell me. What
I'm trying to remember.
It's
been so many years.
What does Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan use as a weapon then? Tell me, have you seen it?
I'm trying to remember because it's been years since I've seen it.
And by the way, the reason why she learned the time stop skill is literally just so she could follow Tatsumi.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me that she sims over the main character?
Yes, because the
that's really dumb. I'm sorry. I've never even seen like one episode of aside from one episode of Omega Kill, but that's dumb. That's like self-expression right there. This is like Sword Art Online all over again.
Seamus she literally has a list of things she requires in a man, and Tatsumi happens to fill all those qualifications.
I don't care how amazing
Seamus is just hang on. Seamus is just jealous of the main character.
I'm agreeing with him that it's stupid.
Okay,
I'm just telling him.
Jealousy is an argument when there's nothing else to work off. I love Esdeath's design. She's gorgeous, but I don't care about a Kamea Kill. I really don't. I care. I mean, aesthetically she's amazing, but I don't really give a shit about Kamea Kill to watch it. Honestly.
Damn.
Yes. Sadly, or luckily, depending on
Boobstick sounded excited there.
The world wasn't enough for Esdeath to win Tatsumi's love.
And she didn't even get to conquer the world either.
I'm barely paying attention to this because I don't really care about a Kamega Kill. I'm sorry, it's too edgy. I'm a fan of Shadow the Hedgehog, and even I think a Kamega Kill is too fucking edgy.
Perhaps her cold philosophy is growing a bit warmer.
Need more edge.
Or maybe she was just
we need so much edge. The show is basically a pizza cutter.
We need so much edge. You can use the DVD as a pizza cutter.
Hang on, let's watch the animation because I don't know if it holds up.
There is a machine that claims to make CD.
I'm for a synth battle!
Time for Death by Snoo Snoo.
I'm genuinely curious because I like her design. Gray, I don't know much about, but Gray's like a deep character, I guess. Wait a minute. No one told me she was part of that fucking Battleship anime. You know the one I'm talking about?
Hey!
Are you talking about
Take your troops and
one...
get out!
I'm trying to think what it is.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake, Gray! Why do you have to put that in now? Put your clothes back on.
It's a force of habit.
I am not a fan of Gray's like character archetype and putting his clothes off. I really am not.
Watch the episode.
I'm watching it while saying things. I can do that.
I really like this music.
Yeah, this music's great. I'll admit.
Yeah, music's really good already.
Ooh.
This matchup makes a lot of sense. I mean, you could say what you want. This matchup makes a lot of sense.
Nah, I'll get to that though. That's hard.
I think her versus like Vice would have been better rather than Mitsu from Persona. Anyways, never mind. Let's get into this.
Ooh.
Oh, this is good.
Oh shit.
Owie! That hurts!
The fuck?
I just realized there's a bunch of the clones fighting in the background. Nice.
Oh
detail.
shit! Oh my god! Good luck, Gray. You're not even wearing a shirt. Oh my
Woman!
Oh shit. Ooh.
Yeah, just make Shiva from Final Fantasy fight this bitch. Come on.
Thanks for the meal.
Wait,
Thanks for
what?
the meal. Oh,
okay,
that's
I don't know his powers. What the fuck is Gray doing?
He ate ice.
No, shut up! Don't spoil it for me. Shut up.
That's what he did.
That's exactly what he did.
There's like Natsu.
Ooh.
Are you talking about the Kansai collection?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh, that is sick. She made them out of ice. Oh, that's awesome.
I have no choice. But
This is so sick. This is so cool. Pun definitely intended.
Oh shit.
Oh
what?
Wait, whoa. You were stunned? Oh, no way.
Wait.
No way.
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What?
That's it.
Congratulations and goodbye.
That was kind of a lame death.
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
Yeah, let's listen to what they have to say.
It's just in. Male stripper found dead after a crazy night with a dominatrix gone wrong.
Let's get to this. This was certainly an interesting matchup, and both cryomancers held.
Was it really though?
Oh yeah. Gray's awesome ice make powers meant he had a ton of versatility at his frosty fingertips. Like how he could eat ice to replenish his magic. She sure didn't see that one coming.
Though being the tactician she is, Esdeath likely wouldn't fall for any of Gray's tricks more than once.
By the way, Seamus, you might want to leave if you don't want to hear spoilers.
Yeah, but I want to say my winner is blank there because I'm already at the point right now. Honestly, I like Esdeath's aesthetic, but I've never actually seen the show, so I'm not gonna say I'm biased for it because I've never even seen all of Fairy Tail. But I can't say I'm mad or excited. But my girlfriend is gonna be pissed off at this. I just know it. She's gonna be infuriated. Are you telling me my stripper boyfriend is gonna be destroyed by like some military thought?
Seamus, quiet.
You know I'm right.
Energy on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's way
Closed captions exist then for a reason.
I don't have them.
Well, sucks to be you.
No, I seriously don't have sub captions on these.
Even with his better resistances, there's no way Gray could survive that much magic force. So he really only had one shot. The Lost Ice Shell.
Which certainly could have ended things right then and there, if not for Esdeath's time stop ability. Both
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Listen,
But Mahoptima was more useful given its immediate effect compared to the Ice Shell's long casting time, and its versatility in that Esdeath could follow it up with whatever she wanted.
Also, it doesn't kill her, so that's a plus.
Sure.
Technically, Krewe's Ice Devil Slayer magic means he could probably resist the Mahoptopotamus a bit. But that brat Tatsumi had crazy good cold resistance too, and it didn't do him much good against the time freeze.
Gray's speed
That's
and versatility
not a good
meant
argument.
He could hold his own.
No.
But Esdeath's awesome power.
I hate it when they
uniquely
do
suited
stuff
time
like this
freezing
where they
and
take
domineering
the characters
perseverance saw her
and
through
say
this
like,
battle.
oh, this person
Looks like
was
Esdeath
pretty good,
stuff
but
Grey
they
cold.
didn't succeed, and it's like,
The winner
The winner is
I mean,
Christine
no.
Oten.
I get what they're going with because she does have more ice resistance compared to Grey.
Oh no, I understand
Especially in
that.
terms of-
That's not my complaint. I just feel like
Vice
the
from
comparison
Ruby,
is
Vice
kind
from
of
Ruby,
weak.
Vice from Ruby, Vice from Ruby. Let's go, Vice from Ruby versus Esdeath rematch.
All right. Hang on. Alex, you first. How would you rank it?
Okay, so this was found it. I'd have to say it's pretty damn good. I'm gonna put it above Spider-Man and Static Shock, Miles and Static, because
Major oof.
well, I feel like the big holdup on this one is the ending, whereas Miles versus Static is kind of has some weak spots throughout.
Yeah.
At the lowest, I'd put it above Bucky and Jason.
Right.
And I feel like they could have more easily justified how this ended if they'd have taken a little bit more time to explain and like how the powers work and how they scale to each other, and not just kind of pulled the ending out of their ass where it like her ripping off her arm and throwing it at the guy. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, seriously.
Yeah, that's a thing you would only see Deadpool do.
Yeah, like I've seen
To be
stuff
fair-
like that in joke stuff of like arm fall off boy does that in the Legion of Superheroes movie that's coming up.
To be fair, I think she's done that. To be fair, I think she's done that in the manga.
By the way, I'm
and
not
anime,
kidding.
but I could be wrong. But I see your point. But yeah, so all right, Kevin, you're next.
Same with Alex. It's just like I feel like they could have, researched this a tad better. But I did, and plus, maybe make it seem like make a little bit more sense. But otherwise, it was pretty good.
I agree with both of you. I would put it above Amy, but I will say if they just needed to put a little more emphasis on that final blow from her, or at least have her do something slightly different. I get the arm throwing, right? I get what they were going with that, but it happens way too fast and way out of nowhere. As Alex said, it felt like they pulled it out of their ass. But otherwise, it's still a damn good episode. The research is pretty good. They could have done it a little bit better, but it's very serviceable here, and I do agree with the result they went with. Another issue is that the matchup's kind of lame. It's just, they both have ice powers.
Yeah.
They both kind of strip. There's not really any connection besides, they're both shown jump. They use ice. Perfect. I do think there's better matchups for both of these characters, but the fight does some really cool shit. Like, I like the back and forth at the end until, the arm thing. I like how they kept making us guess. I like how their armies were fighting in the background, and I like how they went back and forth.
This had some nice detailing in the background, I'll say.
Yeah. I agree with. I would have put above Amy at the very least. That's just me though. But Gizmo, what do you have to say?
Oh man, I completely disagree on putting it on above Amy and versus Ramona. I feel like it belongs much lower. Like it's fine. Like right below Sephiroth versus Virgil. Something about it this feels rushed. This feels very rushed. And I'm not just talking animation wise. I'm talking analysis wise. I feel like they didn't go deep enough for both characters, and it's just, and yeah, the only similarities they have, not besides the hair color, because nobody's going to mention that blue. As also because as the other similarity they share is using ice powers, kind of, sort of. Just one.
And they both have tattoos. That's right.
Yeah, but like one's taught and the other one is gained. It's just there's a lot of other There's a lot of other characters they could have used to match up either one of these. There's a lot of fire characters they could have picked out to fight one of these. You could have had the Human Torch, or God forbid, modern day Iceman. You could have had, I don't know, Sub-Zero or something like that. Or hell,
Sub-Zero's great, but I don't think he's on the
yeah,
same level as
he's
these
not the
guys.
same level. Yeah, but I'm just saying there's a lot of other interesting matchups he could have done, and
I get that, but the Sub-Zero would get wiped out. And looking at the feats, they are
I agree.
Sort of even.
Out.
They are sort of evenly matched to an extent, so I can see why they picked this one based off how strong they are. But
it still feels like it's rushed. Like the animation, they could have been a little faster. I'm not saying it wasn't already fast enough, but it could have. The abilities, from what I heard from fans, of Fairy Tail, the character's supposed to be more a tactical guy, not like a brawler, as far as I can tell. And that kill animation, while pulled off great, dude. The way they animated it, you can tell that they were supposed to pull it off as like a last minute, oh my god, what the hell just happened? Oh, I killed him by accident kind of thing. This was something I expect Deadpool to do intentionally. And I'm going to bring this up again. Deadpool, when he was was abducted by aliens, he chewed his own arm off from like the shoulder, and he literally threw his arm at the alien with that same fist enclosed to punch the damn alien in the face. He literally threw a punch at the alien. That's hilarious. This is what I feel like this would have been. This felt like more like a comedic death, if anything. It just didn't feel right in this kind of battle. That's why I say it was just fine below Virgil versus Sephiroth. It just didn't fit with the character, especially with the universe the character came from.
All right, so you're at it was fine. RGS, what do you say?
I agree. Ultimately, it kind of just feels like a shaky downwards kind of thing in quality. You know how it initially starts with pretty decent. The analysis would just kind of neglect a lot of things and the shaky reasoning as a whole. And initially the animation was pretty good for what they had to make with custom sprites. They were fine. I do think a lot of it still needed that polish. They just steadily became like more boring due to the fact that Gray wasn't really as tactical as they apparently should be in the original series. It's just like a downward kind of thing, and the death is very disappointing.
Yeah.
I understand it should have been like a shock thing that, oh, now that she's breaking out and Gray is vulnerable, she throws it, and it should have lingered on that shot where we see Gray and then she slowly turns into ice and breaks apart or whatever. But it's still very disappointing. It just feels like that they wanted to pump it out as quick as they could because they were wasting too much time on it. It just feels very. It feels like it's very. Right, I'm trying to come up with a nice pun here. I don't know. Just feels like it was left in the freezer.
Yeah. Kick RGS. No, I'm joking.
So what was it felt? Pretty damn good. It was fine.
He said it was fine.
It was fine.
I didn't hear him. Okay.
All right. Seamus, you're the tiebreaker, or
Sadly,
you'll create the tie.
Sadly, I've not watched either series. I told Kat about the result of this, and she was livid. She's not happy. She's not happy with the fact that waifu beat the himbo. She's not happy about that.
What's she saying?
She was just upset about that. That's all I have to go on. Anyways, I'm not gonna give her opinion because she's biased towards Fairy Tail, of course. So outside of that, and keep in mind I did not hear Gray's analysis because I don't want to get ruined by it. I'm gonna say it's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna say it's as good as Mob versus Tatsumaki because it's not. But it's better than Amy versus Ramona because there was a bit more sense and place because they fought like on the side of a iceberg aspect, and they froze the battlefield. That's way better, fighting stage than a concert hall that ended into a subspace. Yeah, no, it's above Amy versus Ramona. Definitely been pretty damn good.
All right, that's 4 for that. That's 4. I think that's Kevin, Alex, me, and Seamus voted for that. So I think that's the placement.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Where are you gonna put it specifically?
Where it's at stays.
Oh, just where it's at. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right. Spin
the wheel.
I think this is the last one for the night. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Well, we'll see. I can do one. I can do one.
Wait. Oh, we got a good one, baby.
Oh my god, I love this episode.
You talk too much.
Yep.
Yeah, classic. Absolute classic.
Guys, can I make a confession?
This is an episode that needs to be remade.
What's your confession, Alex?
I own every season of My Little Pony that's been released on DVD, and it is due in part to this episode of Death Battle.
Based.
Fair enough.
Very based.
Huh?
Death Battles what introduced you to the show? I would have thought it was
that and the Phoenix Wright crossover animation.
They're making a sequel to that one. They're doing it in parts.
Yeah, I actually saw. I think I actually auditioned for Phoenix and didn't get the part.
Let's start this. Yeah. This is what I would call the beginning of the great season 1 episodes of Death Battle.
Yeah, this is the most like off the wall fight, but it's so fucking good.
Oh, and this episode actually introduced me to Erica Mendez as a voice actress.
Huh?
And she voiced Rainbow Dash in this episode.
Oh my god! Rainbow Dash looks more horrifying than Starscream.
I will say,
and also, by the way, I actually know who wins this because it's a good Death Battle episode, so keep that in mind.
I will say I want to say a fun fact. So Pro Jared suggested this to Ben as a joke, and when Ben jokingly looked up how powerful Rainbow Dash was, he was so shocked they decided to make it.
Yeah.
By the way,
is fucking great.
Yeah.
Though it can fly short distance.
This is, but yeah, as I was saying, this is
to suck.
But yeah, as I was saying, so this is where season 1 went from being pretty good to fucking great.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was what that was really fucking good. Like,
yeah,
it was all right up till then, and it was like, ooh.
And
yeah,
Alex,
this is.
Let me tell you this. I've sadly practiced this voice of Starscream. I, the great Starscream, will proceed to suck in every way conceivable.
His opponents in the back. However,
I will say, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there wasn't a great episode of Death Battle before this, because there was Vegeta for Shadow and Mario for Sonic. Those are great. But this is where it really became more consistent in quality to an extent.
Vegeta versus Shadow was good. Mario versus Sonic was kind of iffy.
Oh, that's a shame. I guess now I'm the leader of the Decepticons.
It was a weird rule.
It was
One of these days, I'm going to rent that.
He just got assassinated.
26
Oh,
personal record. However, after
a new record.
discovered that his spark or life force was somehow indestructible.
Of course.
Yep. This is actually a plot point that was brought up in Transformers Animated, because Starscream just would not die in that show.
Yeah, he's one of the very few Transformers that actually lives forever.
Oh, you persistent enemies.
Oh no!
No, robot girl.
Oh,
not this whole. They brought this up.
Yes!
Oh my fucking god!
What?
You would expect
Starscream
to not
had to
know.
bring that up. Really?
You would expect Starscream to be
Rainbow
that
Dash.
much of a dumbass,
Ponies.
This is, I think for many of us, this is where we were introduced to My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is not where I mean, like internet commentaries and like idiocy was put into MLP, not this episode.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like for most of
Okay,
us.
honestly, has anyone actually seen this show beyond like the pilot?
I've seen Josh Scorcher react to
I actually watched it for the last season.
I watched
Anyway.
I watched the 2-part premiere and I
Pie.
And by the way, this is from a guy who made who was really big on MLP music videos, and yet I actually convinced him to say, I will watch the first 2 episodes of MLP if you watch Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods. He agreed to this in uni. I think he got a better deal of it because he watched their awesome movie, and yet I had to.
Oh, and by the way, Rainbow Dash is Sonic Rainboom was essentially what inspired Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
This actually did. He actually used scientific shit just to see what that did.
Look at that. Look at that shit.
This is a pony, a baby horse girl toy. Why is it so awesome?
Why indeed?
Hypersonic speed
Look at that.
The Sonic Rainboom. With this, her speed doubles instantaneously to Mach 10. And
By the way, that
the
episode you were
resulting
talking
sonic
about, where
boom completely
Rainbow
shatters
Dash's
the
Sonic
visible light
Rainboom inspired Pinkie Pie. Yeah,
Look at that. That's where
that was an amazing episode.
Yep. Oh, and also she somehow did a double Rainboom that got her to cross over with Powerpuff Girls of all things. It took Pinkie Pie getting her out to
It was a
save
shit
her.
an episode.
Yeah,
yeah,
everybody hated it.
My Little Pony Transformers crossover. And
Of
it is
course
as-
there is.
I read it.
Just
It's
as
actually
good
pretty
as this
funny.
episode.
The comic
Let's
is
watch
actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it is. Let's watch.
Oh no, Starscream, yes. This episode's classic. This episode is absolutely classic.
Thank God they got rid of the health bars at this time.
That was,
You talk
that
a lot.
was only used, the health bars were only hang on. The health bars were only used for 3 episodes. That was long.
Actually, 2.
What are you going to do? Kick me in the shits? Ow!
No, it was 3. No, Kevin, it was 3 episodes. That was
No,
it.
it was only 2.
No, they used it in Rogue vs. Wonder Woman.
This
No,
is
they
honestly,
didn't.
even to this day, this is the most outlandish
It's your
death
rainbow
battle they've ever
here.
done next to the Mask versus Deadpool. This is the most outlandish death battle they've ever done.
now, Pony!
Activate homophobia!
Look at that.
I honestly love this death battle because of how stupid it is.
Alright.
Oh,
I really love how.
Derpy.
Oh, there's Derpy.
so
moves.
derpy, yeah, derpy.
moves.
They never figured out what her name was. Ow!
Oh. Oh.
Ow, that hurt. Alright, it is.
It's. Oh.
Oh shit.
Wait, what's going on? Ah! I think I saw this on an episode of The Flash.
Which one?
Weather Wizard was much less effective
Oh,
with
the
this.
Oh. Oh, he broke his wing off.
Where's the sprite from? I can never figure it out.
Don't know.
I know the Starscream was a the Starscream was a Mugen spray. I know that, but I don't know where they got the Rainbow Dash one from.
I don't know. Good question.
Probably pixelated some official art or something.
Oh. Oh, dude, Starscream's an asshole. Oh my god.
Yes, he
Yeah, that
is.
looks like a pixel
Look
crush
at that,
version of official art.
Well, where's the boom?
I was expecting an earth-shattering Oh no!
Oh, I love that we reference this again. Yeah. Oh, the whole rain dash boom. Yes.
Wait, what's
His
going on?
mouth is just gasped open.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, I love the ending about this one. The ending is so good. The ending is so good.
This is funny.
That is so good. That is so good. It is the simplest thing you could do, but it is so good, honestly.
20% cooler. 20% cooler than Starscream.
Yeah. Not living ponies.
She just ate a transformer.
Yes, and while Rainbow might
The only thing
experience some mild
Starscream
indigestion,
Spark could probably
Starscream
possess is a
not going
sewing
anywhere
machine.
anytime soon.
Well, she put
Yeah.
the bone
The mighty
There's Ashley Ball
will return once he's done sewing up
at that
Grandma's
time,
dress.
yeah, but once the seasons kept popping up, there was more and more tech that was revealed, like
I'm sorry. That episode is so
like
classic to me. That episode is the most atypical. Is the death battle that reminds me of the most atypical matchup.
It's
on this
time
list.
for a death battle.
Okay. You say your piece. We'll get to ours.
Okay.
All right, Alex,
it's
you
really
first.
fucking good. I'm gonna put this probably between Scrooge and Scrooge McDuck versus Shovel Knight, and Trunks versus Silver.
I wouldn't put that high.
I really love this one. This is a great episode. It's got a bunch of really cool shit in it, and Starscream getting his ass kicked is always a fun sight to see.
True. All right, Kevin, what do you say?
I'd say it's a worthy death.
Ooh, all right. For me, it's time for a death battle, but I wouldn't put that high. I do love the episode, right? This is the first episode of Death Battle I watched that aired. The first one I watched that aired at the time. And I love it dearly, but I would put it's either going to be after or before Eggman. I love both episodes dearly, so it's really hard for me to choose between them. But I do love this episode. Like, it had great sense of humor. The fight was great. It's one of Ben Singer's better fights in the series. And again, this was the turnaround point where the series went from pretty good to really damn great. Not to say every episode after was great, but it became more consistent, if that makes sense. So yeah, Gizmo, you're up.
I guess it's time for a death battle, but I would put it I would have put it up above Dr. Wily versus Dr. Eggman, but I feel like this didn't really age that well in terms of what they could have researched. Like, keep in mind this is like during season 1 and 2 of My Little Pony, as far as I remember. Yeah, this is very, very early in the My Little Pony's life cycle. So if they remade this, I think I would have put it, no question, it's time for a death battle right above Wily versus Eggman. But since there still hasn't been one yet, I would leave it as it is, right above Mask versus Deadpool. It's funny enough. The animation is pretty cool for what it is. The voice acting is actually pretty good. I actually like the Starscream one. It actually sounds pretty accurate. The Rainbow Dash could have used some work, but hey, again, this is during the beginning of My Little Pony's life cycle. This is before audio drama and shit about them were becoming popular.
Yeah.
Well, what they did really well. They did a very good job. It belongs in It's Time for a Death Battle, but until they get on with a remake of this,
I don't think it'll
I don't know where else to
happen.
put it.
Who knows?
I don't think so either, but one can hope, because now the series is done. They have all the fan merch out there that can serve as lore, like comic books and regular books and mini games and stuff like that.
Maybe.
But if they're not willing to remake this, I'll understand why. But I still appreciate this for what it is. It's time for a death battle.
Yeah. All right. RGS, you're up.
I don't know. It is fine for what it is, and as a classic episode, it was funny for the time. But it is a case where, when looking at it with new eyes, I'm just very mad about it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's completely fine to place it where it is. It has a lot of great points for early death battle. Just unfortunately, I would just put it in. It was fine, and kind of put it at the top of that. But that's just because we're putting the animation in comparison to everything else, and obviously the matchup is misplaced. Then all the other stuff we would typically judge the newer episodes criteria. It's completely fine to put it where it is, because it is still quite a funny time, and it is one of the better animated episodes, and the use of stills and custom sprites are actually pretty decent. So, yeah, I would put it in at the top if it was fine, but it's fine where it is if we're going for It's Time for a Death Battle.
And keep in mind, I put it there because it's not just the fight itself. but they're more focused on the humor, which I think they did a good. I think was the best direction they ever could.
And I think the battle that followed this one up was Master Chief versus
if they took this episode too seriously, then I don't think this would have been good. But they made this a little lighthearted. They made this a little lighthearted.
It was the last joke episode of the season. There was 3 of them. There was Goomba versus Koopa, Justin Bieber versus Rebecca Black, and then this one.
Yeah, too bad they never kept on going with the joke episodes. I would have loved to see what they could have done.
They do a joke episode every season. They just don't do it as much, which is fair. You don't want to do too many joke episodes.
Yeah, but they don't really do them like as joke episodes like Goomba versus Koopa or Justin Bieber versus Rebecca Black. It's more, if anything, it is more of like a serious death battle with characters that are a little comical.
That's fair, but I still think it works.
That's more of a reason why I'd stick it in. It was fine. It's just that the humor itself is very dated.
All right, Seamus, where would you put it? I guess Seamus is dead. He is dead. He is dead.
Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry, I was on mute.
Okay, he's alive.
Anyway,
False alarm.
all right.
You better come in here before we start calling you Seamus.
Shut up! I get called that all the time. Anyways, this is for me. This is an episode that still lives in my heart as a classic death battle episode of the most atypical fight you could ever imagine in the entire series. You would never put these two together outside of the fact that they're both distributed by Hasbro. That's the only thing they got going for them.
If G4 didn't exist anyway.
But in a modern landscape, I don't care about MLP. I don't care about Transformers either. But it's funny. But is it as funny as Deadpool versus The Mask? Absolutely not. It's not even as good as Pinkie Pie versus Deadpool. When we get to that, it will definitely be higher than that. All right.
Well, the difference between that is that. Well, here's the difference, though. Deadpool versus The Mask in and of itself, it was still treated as a serious fight. It's just, they just had to show that even no matter how hard Deadpool tried, The Mask would win. Same thing with, but just as much as that was taken more seriously with the comedic, and Deadpool and the Pinkie Pie one was also taken seriously research-wise and just given
issue with that. My issue with Pinkie Pie's episode is that it feels more missed opportunity, mostly because they don't do enough with the idea of them invading the death battles. We'll all rant about that when we get there, but they don't take enough advantage of that.
But even so, this. Keep in mind, this is an episode based on comedy, and much like Starscream said, this is bad comedy. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch.
No,
it's not bad comedy. I'm just trying to be funny here. All right. So it's not bad comedy because it's not. These are few atypical franchises from Hasbro put together, and it's a classic episode for a lot of reasons because of the atypical nature put together. But is it in time for a death battle? Oh fuck no! Deadpool versus Deathstroke was far better. Dante versus Bayonetta better, but I will say it's below Dante versus Bayo in A Worthy Death because it's still memorable, but it's not. It's mainly memorable because of how ridiculous the matchup is, but it's still memorable because of that.
Right. All right. So, Kevin, you said A Worthy Death, right?
Yes.
RGS said it was fine. What did you say, Gizmo?
Worthy Death. I mean, death battle.
Yeah, you said it was below Eggman, right? I can't remember.
Yeah, below Eggman.
Okay, so me and Gizmo said the same. Dun, you said after Trunks, right? Or below?
Below.
All right, and there's 2. Okay, 1 vote for it was fine. 2 votes for Worthy Death. 3 votes for it's time for a death battle.
Top tier of Worthy Death.
It's time for a death battle. Just wins by 1 vote. But I think
I'd say but by that slim margin, it should be below Deadpool versus The Mask. By that slim margin.
I was about to say I agree with. I feel like as a compromise, we should keep it below at the bottom. Everyone in agreement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you have to, yeah.
Yeah, by averages, yeah.
And that was the end of Volume 8. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next week. Sorry for the abrupt end last episode, but we actually have an ending to this one, so yay!
Oh my god.
Well, I
So
guess
we're
I'm
done?
gonna have to go back and watch the rest of this episode.
I suppose so.
We'll do a bonus round. How about that for between me and Alex? I'll make him
man.
watch the episode.
So
Well, don't
one last
worry.
thing-
Bonus round. Alex watches the episodes he missed.
One
Like
last thing I have
the
to
3
say about
episodes you missed, yes.
one last thing I have to say about the Starscream versus Rainbow Dash. Would you have taken it more seriously if they would have used the Fighting is Magic sprite for Rainbow Dash?
No.
No. Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't think that existed by then. But okay,
No,
we
I feel like
saying, though, if you waited any
we got
longer,
ending
it would have been more
understand the
seasons.
characterization of the character was pretty
No,
on
hang
point.
on, she
The
was-
sprite would not have mattered.
we have to end the episode. So bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, viewers. I'll see you in hell.
Hey, don't say that.
Done.
See them in heaven.
Don't say-
Heaven or hell, dual Ron likes rock. Come on, then.
Wait, so are we done streaming?
Done.
Alex, are we done?
Alex, are we done?
We're done. Bye.